Yeah, so how is everybody doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let me adjust my phone so that, yeah. Let me see how many people that are willing to, how many of you are here? So guys, good evening to everybody. Mercy, good evening to you. Where are my homies? Where are my people? Mercy, good evening to you. So this evening I came out just to tell you a short true life story. A short true life story. How many people are willing to join me? Just join me, let's go. So, are my guys asleep? Have they all gone to bed? Man, the whole country is boring. I don't know how you guys are, seeing it too, but everywhere is boring. So, if you are just joining me on YouTube, like and share, invite more people. Let's spend this beautiful evening together. You got it. Let's spend this beautiful evening together. Yeah, so Mercy. What a beautiful name and a good-hearted woman. Mercy. Beautiful and good-hearted. Yeah, so, well, guys, I just came in now from a stroll. I strolled outside. I've been at home for many days without going outside. I don't actually even know where to go. Michael, I see you. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the roses, Michael. Michael be balling. You know, people that made it in life, there is a way we call them. I'm doing well. When somebody has arrived, we like this name, we call it Michael. That's the name. Andy, good evening to you. Good evening to you, Andy. Yeah, so what's the name? Shivdata. I know Sri Lanka. Many of my subscribers are from Sri Lanka. Yes. Somebody said I stopped working. How do you mean? Come with that's your question. Explain yourself properly. How do you mean you stopped working? Did you employ me and I said I'm not going to work? Did you employ me? Did you give me any employment? Somebody said you stopped working. Did you employ me? Did you give me any job that I said I wasn't going to do? I'm asking you. You said I stopped working. How do you mean? Tell me what's your problem. You said you stopped working. Do you know me before? Were we working together? Shoresh. What's his name? Shoresh Kari. I'm 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 from Vienna, Austria. Andy Servius, Vigetes dear. So guys, if you're watching me on YouTube, please like, share. and subscribe. You understand me? Gross dish Andy, Chris Scott Andy, Saviors. So guys, good evening to everybody. I came with a short true life story. How many people do we have here? This story is so interesting. How many people do we have here? You know how we do it. So, World is in the building. World, how are you doing? Good to see you here. World is sharing. World, it shall be well with you. Not will. It shall be well with you. Dragon Flare, good evening to you. Las Vegas, here in Hamburg, we say Moin. Here in Vienna, we say Servus. Oder Grüß Gott. So, grüßen wir in Wien. So, grüßen wir in Wien. Shivdata from Sri Lanka. Moin. Was ist denn das? Was ist denn das? Was ist Moin? Morgen. Morgen is good morning. In the morning we say morgen, morgen. Moin aus Hamburg. Okay, schöne Grüße aus Wien. Schöne Grüße aus Wien. Now I don't want to, I have so many English followers. I don't want to speak Dutch here, please. So I don't want to speak Dutch. I want to speak English. So many people here don't understand Dutch. Somebody wants to know how old I am. I am 65 years old. 65. So respect me as Opa. I'm 65 years old. Also, Las Vegas, Moin in Hamburg does not matter any time it is. That is, any time is Moin. Man, Hamburg, right? In Vienna, in the morning we say Morgen. In the afternoon we say Grüß Gott oder Guten Tag. In the evening we say Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Velvet Simon, good evening to you. Good evening to you. How many people do we have here? Before I start dropping my lines. Yeah, we say Grüß Gott in Vienna too. We say Grüß Gott in Wien. Chantal. I call you Chantal because I know Chantal is the real name, not Chantel. Las Vegas say, Moin, ich hab noch nie sowas, solch ein Wort gehört. Ich hab noch nie sowas gehört in Wien. Okay. Oder sagen wir, schöne Grüße. Schöne Grüße. Guys, if you are Dutch, I don't want my fans, English fans, to feel anyhow. So I don't want to speak Dutch now because most of my fans are English speaking guys. So this Dutch is yes. So because I have so many fans from Deutschland, from Germany. Most of my fans are from Germany, UK, Austria too. So sometimes they greet me in German language. I need to respond to them. But then many of the guys here are English speaking guys. And I'm not in USA. I'm in Vienna. Don't you know? I'm the most popular man in Vienna. Well, I speak a lot of languages. You want to learn you want to learn German language. Most of the guys watching on YouTube are Germans. They can teach you German language. Somebody say, why am I screeching? See, I told you I'm almost 70 years old. Did you not hear me? Yes, well, there are a lot of people that, most of the guys on YouTube are from Deutschland, and they are only writing in German language. You understand me? Most of the guys on YouTube are Dutch. You understand me? They are Dutch. You know how they, you know. So, yeah, so, ich brauche ein Lesebrille, brauche ich. Ich brauche ein paar Lesebrille. Ich brauche Lesebrille, bitte, aber ich habe kein Geld. Eine zum Kaufen. Was soll ich tun? Ich habe kein Geld. Oh ja, ich habe kein Geld. Aber ich bin nicht arm. Ich habe einfach kein Geld. So guys, how many people do we have here? Do we go on or we wait for more people to join us? Fellas, es geht mich wunderbar. Und wie geht es dir? Ich hoffe, es geht dir gut auch. So guys. Moin Fellas, okay. Soll ich Wienerisch sprechen oder willst du Wienerisch lernen? Soll ich Wienerisch sprechen? So guys. I should say something about Pakistan. Pakistani people are lovely people. I love them. I love Pakistani people. Pakistan people. I love them. I love Pakistan people. Okay? I love Pakistanis. I love them. Indian people are lovely people too. A lot of my subscribers here are from India. You meet them here. You see, Suresh Gary is from India. Most of my subscribers on YouTube are from India. So you know it. Many of my subscribers are from India. Ich bin in Wien aufgewachsen. Fast meine ganzes Leben. Meine ganzes Leben bin ich da. Ich lebe schon lange in Wien. Fast meine ganzes Leben bin ich da. Oh. Okay, some people on TikTok are just, you know, I have a lot of people on YouTube that are Germans. So guys, you're welcome. We don't have enough. How many people do we have on? Okay, how many people are we on TikTok? Let me start dropping my lines. Corella, please, could you tell me how many people we are on TikTok? Let me start the show instantly. How many people do you see there, please? $60. Okay, we start now. Ich komme aus Wien. Hallo, du hast gefragt, aus welcher Stadt komme ich? Ich komme aus Wien. Ich bin ein Wiener. Ein echter Wiener bin ich. Ich bin ein echter Wiener. Okay? So guys, you're welcome. Good evening and welcome to my live broadcast. You already know my name. My name is RODDY. This evening I'm going to drop for you a short true life story. Here we go. So I will take you back to when I was growing up. I'm not reading comments anymore. So you know how we do it here. We speak English. We don't speak German language. So you know how we do it here. Maybe in future, we are going to be running a program in German language. Maybe in future, we are going to be running some programs in German language. Yes, and that program, well, is going to be interesting. I will get some German-speaking guys that will be running German program here on this page, on TikTok and on YouTube. So we are going to have German programs here on this page. But now, we are going to continue with English language. That's what we started with. So, you know, there are things when I remember it, I keep wondering why it hasn't changed. Some things, when I remember it, you understand me? I wonder why it hasn't changed, especially in Africa, because that's where we came from. I know a lot of us have spent decades in abroad, but we still remember a lot of things that happened in Africa, both good and the bad. Now, this evening, I want to share with you my childhood experiences, what I saw growing up, okay? And I've never told this story on this page, but I want to share it with you guys. Because, you know, Europe is boring. Man, the whole day I had nothing doing. You got it? I had nothing doing. I was so, man, that is, I just had to go outside briefly to go take fresh air and come back. Then I came online to spend time with you, lovely people. I don't know how you are managing it, but then, man, Europe is boring. And this is why a lot of people took to drinking. A lot of people became drunkards. When they get bored, you see them open one bottle of beer or open alcohol and start to drink and start to smoke. And that before you know it, it becomes a habit. Yes, Europe is boring. That's why you see a lot of people turn to alcoholic, that is with drunkards. You understand me? Somebody said I should come to Nigeria. Go to Nigeria. Come. If I come to Nigeria, are you going to give me accommodation, give me food, employ me, supply me electricity? What actually are you going to do for me if I come to Nigeria? Tell me now. Because I see some of you say, come back as if you have a job waiting for me, you have an accommodation waiting for me, you have food waiting for me to eat. It's just a mere talk. You say it. But if I land in Africa now, you will not be anywhere. You will disappear. If I call you and begin to tell you my financial problems, you run. You take off. Somebody said, why do we keep dreaming about Africa no matter how well we are doing in Europe? Because we were born in Africa. Secondly, that's childhood memories. You know, you were born and you grew up briefly with your parents, your sisters or your brothers. That memory still lingers. My parents are dead. I lost a brother, I lost a sister. There are some people that I grew up with that are no more. They are dead. But yet, I miss Africa. Though Africa don't have infrastructures like in Europe here, and the quality of life cannot be compared to European countries, but yet we miss Africa. I just want to go to Africa and just go to my village, walk through those track roads, those bushes. It will rekindle the primary schools we went, go to my schools, the primary schools we went, the secondary school, and the rest of them. These things will kind of refresh some of our, memories. You understand me? So that's why a lot of people, just go there, that atmosphere, that environment. When I went with my wife to Africa some years back, every day she wanted to go to the market. Every day she wanted to go to market to buy something. I was the person restraining her. Every day she was in the market. She was so excited. It was a different experience for her. Every minute she wanted to go to the market. She was in the market every day, buying things. Do you understand me? Every day she went to the market. Even she bought the things she never needed. I was the person that said, what do you need? She was so like, man. You understand me? So you see, that's why we miss Africa, What? Okay, look at us. Look at us here now. We are here, and what we doing? Nothing. No exciting life, no fun, nothing. We are all on our own. You are like, home. That is, most of us, see, I don't know how these guys that have no wife, they have no husbands, how are they coping? Single mothers and single fathers, bachelors, how are they coping? It's not about the cold weather itself, the boredom. It's not even about the cold weather. So let me continue with my story. Because somebody asked a question, that's why I'm guys, if as you watch me, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Well, man, before I go further, I just want to thank every one of you. Every one of you who has been supporting me. See, in the afternoon, after my program today in the afternoon, I gained over 70-something followers on TikTok. Guess how many subscribers I got on YouTube? 50-something, about 55. I got on YouTube. 55 subscribers I got on YouTube when that broadcast in the afternoon ended, and 70-something on my TikTok page. I just want to say thank you for the support. I keep telling you guys, there is no way darkness can overcome light. Yes, darkness can never overcome light. Haters may come, but haters will never prevail over us. The light shineth, and darkness comprehended it not. Yes, so the light shineth, and the darkness comprehended it not. The darkness cannot cover the light. It's not possible. So guys, welcome. Let me share this story with you. Now, when I was a little boy, that time, the city of Onitsha was just coming up. It was shortly after the Civil War. There is no civil in war. After the war, so I cannot call it civil. War is not civil, war is brutal. So it was shortly after the war. Well, I just saw some people, some African people who are making problem online, talking about hatred, talking about, see, I don't want to go into it. War is not good. War is not good for anybody. During the war, I saw how the Igbos fought and survived. Many Igbo families, these people that are, you don't know, some of these guys that are talking about war don't know the Igbos. During that war, many Igbos lived underground. They built bunkers. You don't know. You need to go know about the Igbos. Many Igbos lived under the earth, inside the bunkers. Most families had bunkers. That was why a lot of them were not, annihilated. You don't know. They lived underground. The Ojukwu self you guys are talking about, throughout the war, he lived underground. Most Igbo families were living, they lived under the earth. You don't know. And if I tell you how a lot of people survived, you'll be shocked. But then, that's a story for another day. You that is saying you want to fight, just keep quiet and stop talking what you don't know. War is not good. And you cannot fight a people who have fought war before. They are more experienced. Don't talk about war. It's not good. Most of you that are talking about war are still children. You did not see, you did not experience. Yes. Many guys ate lizard, ate everything eatable during the war. Most of those Biafran soldiers fought with hungry stomach, without food in their stomach, for days, for weeks. Brutal. Make una keep quiet. So. I remember then, If you see a lizard or a rat, more than 5 men will be chasing a lizard just to catch it and eat. Lizard and rat. You just there here, after eating your burger, you'll be making noise. Stay quiet, oh. Nobody need it. You got US. Go ask questions very well. So guys, you don't chop grass. Chop grass. You know seafood eat. You did not. There's no. Have you eaten grass? You might say, "What this? What this?" Have you eaten grass? Yeah. You came to Obodo, but maybe you after eating fufu, you switch on your telephone and begin to talk rubbish. Have you heard the sounds of gun, Obunigwe? That is explosives. You've not heard. Some people heard it and became deaf. Well, guys, let's go. Don't talk about war. Don't talk about it. So, all what you need to preach is peace, and let peace reign. Don't talk about war. War is not good. If you see war, you cannot open your mouth and talk. I don't know, many of you that are making noise after eating burger or eating chicken leg, you just be making noise on or online. Keep quiet. So guys, when we were living in a city then, where we were living, in a city of Onitsha, that time the war just ended. My parents then, yes, that Christ. If people that are talking don't know what I saw things, there are things I saw that I cannot even. One day I will tell them the story. You see some of these people that go on social media, but everybody go on social media, tell their stories, they know nothing. I saw some people talking. Even these people, you cannot fight war. Then talk about the Igbos. You say you want to go fight the Igbos. You want to go fight war. You better make peace. So guys, welcome to my broadcast. Before I go further, let me just touch one area. Anybody that is tribalistic is unintelligent. Did you hear me? Anybody that hates another tribe is unintelligent. Anybody that hates another race is unintelligent. Anybody that hates somebody because of the person's religion is a dull person. Did you hear me? Anybody, if you hate a fellow human being because that person is from another tribe, you understand me, than yours, you are not intelligent. You are that's the dullest human being on earth. I will tell you guys stories now before I go to my main story. In life, let me tell you, one thing about this life is you don't know who may be your destiny helper. You don't know where your destiny helper may come from. Could be in my life, in my entire life, let me tell you, most of the people that helped me did not come from my tribe. Most of my destiny helpers that made me who I am today did not come from my tribe. Because a lot of you are not experienced. You've not seen life. After eating fufu, you go online and begin to make noise. The people that made me who I am today are not from my tribe. You cannot, my children, you know, forget it. This life is too deep. This life, the people you see that make noise online are people who are not spiritual. You know, and these people are failures. The people you see that make, let me flow this evening. The people that you see that make make noise online, incite hatred, they are not spiritual. They know nothing about spirituality. Anybody, any race, anybody, no matter the person's religion, no matter the person's tribe, no matter the person's color, may be your destiny helper. You are a dullard if you are hurtful, if you hurt people because of tribe. I will tell you a story this evening. When I left Africa, see this life, we all need each other. The people, you see, as our fingerprints are, you see these fingerprints, there are people you meet in life. Some Chinese, some could be Japanese, some could be Germans, Austrians, some could be African people, Americans. There are people you meet in life who are not members of your tribe that can push you to that can make you, fulfill your purpose in life. You don't know it. When I left Africa, traveled to another country, when I got to that other country on transit, I was stranded. Let me tell you a story. I was stranded. I had no money on me. My parents were in the village. There wasn't anything like telephone call. Even if I had called them, they had no money to give me. They had no money to give me. They had no money to sponsor my trip abroad. I was totally stranded. I met stranded Africans back then. So, along the line, I met a man who wasn't from my tribe. The man saw me. After talking for a few minutes, he said he liked the way I was open. He said my problem was over. In fact, this man was a Yoruba man. A Yoruba man. Let me tell you a story. So this Yoruba man, after asking me questions, I told him what my problem was. Listen to this story. The man said my problem was over. Every month, this man sends me like $450 to pay my rent and buy food. Guess what? To tell you how life, the man even said he does not want to see members of his tribe live with us because they are not cool. He said he does not want to see members of his tribe say they are big time into juju. You see how this life goes. Listen to me very well. The man he brought, Italians were coming to us. Italians were coming from Sicily. They would spend like 2 weeks, 3 weeks with us. We cook food, we eat together as families. This Yoruba man was instrumental to my survival then. Sheikh, he was giving me, sometimes they would come visiting and they would come with clothes. It was a kind of charity organization. Listen to me very well. So, never talk down on any tribe. This man gave me $450, sometimes $500 every month for over a year, which we used to pay our rent then in Cairo, pay our electricity bill, buy food. We were many guys living in that flat. They paid everything. When I was up, let me tell you stories. For those of you that are tribalistic, you need to end it. After 13 months, I met a man, an European man. It was this European man, he gave me a total of $2,300. Say I should use it and make a move. When I told him my problem, an European man gave me $2,300, a white man. You see this, how this life works. You cannot say white people are bad. You cannot say Yoruba people are bad. You cannot say Igbo people are bad. You cannot say Ghanaians are bad. Cameroonians are bad. Don't say South Africans are bad. You never can say. Listen to this story. My life, I told you now, I said all my life, the people that have been instrumental to me being who I am today are not members of my tribe. In fact, you that is making noise, if you look very well, you discover that the greatest battle you fought in life came from your family members and your tribe's people. The greatest battle you may have fought, Tony, I see you, may come from your family members or your tribesmen. Listen to this story. After listening to this story, you will learn to stop hating on other tribe. Let me tell you a story. Now, I met somebody, an European man, told him my problem back then. And back then, man, I don't tell lies. Look, I've gone beyond coming to tell fake stories. You get it? Because I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to lose. I have no reason to tell you lies. Now, after this man, I met an European. I told him, I said, look, I want to hit Europe. He gave me $2,300 cash. When I procured visa, I'm cutting the story short so that you stop being hurtful. Anybody that is hurtful has no wisdom. So, now, let me tell you, when the man gave me that money, I told you guys the story. Who was the person that gave me visa? An Arab, an Egyptian girl. On a Saturday that the embassy was closed. On a Saturday that the embassy was closed. Somebody took me to the embassy just to go show me the embassy. I went there. I was friendly to the girl. I said, how are you doing? She responded in English. I said, look at what I came for. She said, today, the embassy don't work on Saturdays, but they were holding meeting. She said I should wait, that she want to go and call the ambassador, tell the ambassador that somebody was there. I waited. 5-10 minutes, the ambassador came out, asked me a few questions, said, do I have passport photograph? I said, I don't have, but I can go take it. And he asked me if I have $50. I said, yes, I do. The man said, do I have my passport with me? I said, yes, I do. The man said I should bring my passport. I brought my passport. The guy stamped my passport, gave me visa there. There on the spot, an Egyptian girl made it possible. An Egyptian girl, an Arab, an Egyptian girl made it possible. Listen, never you hate on. I told you now, I just told you, you never know who may be your destiny helper. When I see hatred in you, when you open your mouth, the only thing you display is ignorance. Some people make noise. I see that you are an empty vessel. You have no spiritual eyes. When you go online and hate on other people, I will tell you stories this evening. When this Egyptian girl gave me visa, one of my homie took me to that embassy, and that Egyptian girl gave me visa on a Saturday. Listen. Then I was to go to Heathrow, Hungary. And I knew nobody in Hungary. Already the news spread in town that I got visa. People knew that an European man gave me $2,300 then in deserts when things were rough. One guy from Edo State, I cannot forget the guy. He usually wears this kind of cap, but backwards. Came, called me, said, uncle. I said, what's up, homie? He said, well, do you have any place? When he had, and we were just, like each time we see, we greet. And an Edo guy, he said, do you have any place to stay in Budapest? I said, I don't have. Somebody that's why I tell you, always be nice, be kind to the people you meet on your way up, because you may meet them on your way down. I'm talking about, you don't know who may be your destiny helper. Somebody that usually come, we just, we laugh, talk about life. Sometimes when we meet, we just, boy, how life? Boy, road no day, road block. So there is no road. Now we are stranded. An Edo guy then. When I got my visa, he said, dude, do you have where to stay? I said, I don't know where I'm headed to, Seth. I don't know where to stay. When I reached Budapest, he said he copied the address. He came with an address. Gave me an address of where to go when I touched down in Budapest. That was the only address I had on me. I had that address. When I touched down in Budapest, I took taxi to that address. Guess what? There were about 5 guys from Edo living there and 1 Igbo guy. One lady from Benue State. When I went there, the house was full. They said, when I went, I said, somebody so in Cairo gave me the address. They said the house was full, but then they cannot throw me out. Excuse me. They said I can sleep there. That was how I started. I slept there for a month. I slept there with Edo guys for a month. One lady from Benue State and 1 Igbo guy. Guess what? We lived like families. There was 2 Edo women, there were about 4 guys from Benin, my homies. Every morning we go outside, we discuss, we did things like brothers. I did not know the difference. Some hateful people will come online and showcase their stupidity online. Even because you get few followers on social media, you think you can use it you are messing yourself up. You are messy, you know not, even you get no money. You are a pauper, you don't get money. Let me continue. So I stayed with these guys. Let me tell you stories further. It was some guys safe. Well, trolley. Let me not go there. So, that's by the way. Why I'm telling you this story is, don't talk down on anybody and don't be tribalistic in life. You don't know who may be your destiny helper. Now let me go further. When I came here and opened my business, I opened a company. I'm just cutting this story short. But as I remember many other stories, I will update you. One day I was in my shop when I was selling clothes. There was one lady from Burundi. She usually comes to my shop. She usually come with her handsome son to cut hair. There was one lady from Burundi. She usually come to my shop. Very nice woman. Be kind to people. Be kind to people. You just like creating enemies, making enemies up and down. You go see you go get the results. Can you close the door, please? You get the results. Now, one day, I wanted, because I was selling hip-hop wares. Listen to me. Guys, as you watch me, follow this page on TikTok, Uncle RODDY on TikTok, and go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. Listen, so that you learn. When I opened my shop, hip-hop clothing company, I was in my shop. Somebody told me, because somebody told me that I can only get these hip-hop wares in New York. So I had some people, they buy these hip-hop wares in Brooklyn, Broadway. So I was in my shop. This lady from Burundi came to cut hair and buy other things. You see, I'm somebody that like telling people what's up. I said, Josephine, I want to travel to New York, to US. She asked me, listen to this gist. She asked me, do you have where to stay? I said, I don't have. I said, I told her I've never been to US before. I've never been to US before. This lady from Burundi said, I will give you a contact, a telephone number. If you call this person, tell him that it was her, the Burundi woman, sent me. I said, really? Yes. The following day, listen to this gist. I called this guy, Nosa. I called the Nosa. The guy picked the telephone. I said, look at a lady from Burundi. Give me your telephone number. Said I should come to you. I have no place staying in Yankee because I'm a businessman. I plan to spend like 2 weeks. I want to buy clothes. And then he said, who sent me? I said, that lady from Burundi. He said, you're welcome. He said, when am I arriving? I told him. He said, on that day, he was going to take leave at his workplace. When I arrived in UK, I'm a United States. This guy waited for me. I took a taxi from JFK. Taxi took me there to his house. He was there waiting for me, where he lived. Oh, I went to US more than 5 times. That 5 times I went to US, I stayed with this guy. He did not collect 1 kobo from me. We ate together. We went to gym together. We lived. We did. Even I inspired him. He said he loved me. He said he loved people of my tribe because we are hustlers. He said, look at him. He said at his age, the time I was going to him, he said I inspired him. The time I was going to him, I was staying with him. He had no wife, he had no child. He said, how come we are so fast? That time I already got about four children or thereabouts. He was screaming. He said, what? That was when I began to talk to him. I said, why? You have this flat you are living. You are living in this flat. You are paying for this flat. You have no wife. You have no child. Don't you know, if you get married, you still pay the same rent, the same amount. And your children will grow in this flat. You are just wasting money. If you marry a woman now, the same $650 you are paying is the same money you are going to still continue to pay. If you are 5 in this flat, all your children, you still pay $600. So it will be a win for you. Besides, you will multiply. That woman will bear you children. You will multiply. But here you are staying alone. It does not make sense, and you are aging. The guy said, man, he said he was going to marry. He said, man, I woke him up. So let me tell you, I had a good time with the guy. The guy was a very nice guy. Each time after each day, man, there are good people. Each day he come back, after the day's work, you see him come, we gisted the night away. We gist and laugh and talk about life. Do you understand me? I'm just telling you how this life works. You that is hurtful, you don't know who you may need. You are still too local. You are ignorant. When you say you hate somebody that did you nothing, if you failed in life, pack yourself somewhere. Allow people who get life, may they live. If you are up to no good, pack yourself somewhere, make we see road. Nobody cause your failure in life. Nobody do you. You got it? Nobody do you. So this guy accommodated me each time I went to US. He was always there. He don't say, you need to pay me for these 2 weeks or you need to buy food. I usually, because of his goodwill, usually when I go outside, I buy something and put in the fridge. Sometimes I'll buy, this big turkey leg. I buy plantain. I buy things we eat. I buy beer and fill the fridge. When I was coming, that's how to live. Before we lost contact. Before the last time I went to US, he told me he was making arrangements to go marry. He had to go marry a woman from a woman from his tribe that I inspired him. You understand me? So when I see some of you come online, open your dirty mouth to be condemning people, you don't know nothing. You don't know how. You are just bringing curse on your life and the life of your generation to come. You think there is nothing that is ordinary. You are blocking the ways of your generation to come, your children and your children's children. By the time they start suffering your sins, suffering the consequences of your sins, you will know. You will know. Keep showcasing hatred. You think he go bellyful you. If you don't have content, if you are not, you must not be a content creator. If you don't have content, you go lie on the bed, take blankets and cover yourself. Do you understand me? If you have no content, so the only content you know is how to instigate hatred and violence online. Go look for blankets and cover yourself, lie on the bed and think about your life. Say you failed. Go look for something else and do. You got it. Go look for something else and do. If I begin to tell you stories here, if you see human beings, when you hear God is man to God, what do you think? When you hear man is man, you can never see God anywhere. What you see is man. Man did not say Nigerian man, Ghanaian man, South African man, Uganda man, Australian man, German man, American man. He says man. Anybody can be man. And anybody can be your destiny helper. They say man is God to man. Don't you know? You'll be looking for God to come and answer your prayer. You will not see God. God uses man to answer prayers. God uses women to answer prayers. And when you keep showcasing hatred, you may be blocking your destiny by yourself, destroying your destiny by yourself. Because there is no vile utterances, there is no vile word. Any word you speak is alive somewhere. You see, there are spirits around us and they will hold it. They will grab it. When they arrest somebody, you know what the police usually say? Hope I will get it right. They say it is good, it is better you remain quiet. They say any word you utter may be used against you in the court of law. He said, when they arrest somebody, they tell the person, you better keep your mouth shut. Any word you speak may be used against you in the court of law. Which court of law are they talking about? They are talking about this physical court of law. You don't know that there is spiritual court of law. They judge people spiritually. Don't you know? You be small picking. You are still a child. Whatever. When they say the power of life is in the tongue, the power of life and death is in the tongue, you think they are joking. Keep talking online, blah, blah, blah. When they say the power of life and death is in the tongue, you think people don't go read your holy book, religious book. You think they don't know what they are saying. Keep talking. Some of your cases are being judged in the spiritual realm. After you'll be wondering what's happened to you, or somebody, your wife or your husband or your child. You'll be looking for who did you. Nobody. Your case was judged spiritually, and you were found guilty. You think it's a joke? You think it's a joke? They say you have the right to remain quiet. For any word you utter may be used against you in the court of law. When they say some things, you don't know what it means. They talk anyhow until they use They there now. Until they use those, you don't know. They never carry you go spiritual courts. You understand me? They never carry you go spiritual courts. So, well, guys, well, you just need to show your brothers and your sisters love and be kind to the people you meet on your way up, because you may meet them on your way down. You got it. So, guys, I want to continue with my story. This is not even why I came out this evening. The only thing you owe a brother or a sister is love, not hatred. What you owe a fellow man or a fellow woman is love. This has nothing to do with religion, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hindu, and the rest, or Buddhism. It has nothing to do with it. You owe a brother or a sister love. Don't come online and be messing yourself up. Are you not feeling ashamed of yourself? You feel ashamed of yourself. Hatred doesn't stop nothing. You cannot stop nobody. You dey hear me, so? You cannot stop nobody with your hatred. A determined person, you can't stop him or her with your hatred. So, Canary Cabdi is in the building. Canary Cabdi, good to have you here. How you doing? Well, seems the guys are not following my page this evening. I will end this broadcast here. Tomorrow I continue with my story because the guys are not representing. Seems most of the guys that are here are not my core fans. So I will suspend this gist. Tomorrow we continue. The people on TikTok are not liking, they are not sharing, I'm not seeing any action. And the people on YouTube, I'm not seeing subscribers, I'm not seeing anything. I cannot labor in vain, it's not my portion. How can I labor in vain now? Somebody who works must receive his wages. Maybe so. Somebody who works, a worker needs to receive salary now. A worker needs to receive salary. You got it. A worker, I cannot labor in vain. I work, I come here, I talk, no follow, no subscribers, man. I know good labor in vain for waiting now. I'm a blessed man. I know good labor in vain. So, we are going to continue this, our broadcast tomorrow. It's going to be our breakfast show in the morning. So if you are seeing me for the first time, don't forget to follow this TikTok page at Uncle RODDY. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Uncle RODDY. At Uncle RODDY. That's it. Tomorrow I will tell you this story because, man, even me myself, I don't understand how people are here, no like, no follow, no subscribers, nothing. Waiting I do now, I not do anything. So guys, well, I want to say good night from here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to come up and complete this story. That's what I'm going to do. So, it's after 10. I've spent over an hour. How many people are watching? Or do I continue? Do you want me to continue? Well, let's see then tomorrow. Since it seems a lot of people, I mean, let's see tomorrow. I'm gonna I run a breakfast show tomorrow because I didn't see, you didn't show me love. Me, I need love. Yes, I'm a human being. I need love too. Show your brother love. So guys, NK for life is in the building. NK for life, people are not following, people are not liking, people are not sharing, I'm not seeing anything, I lost interest. So I'm going to continue the story tomorrow. This story would have been, I prepared this story, but then the people did not impress me. So, and tomorrow I will tell the story. Let's call it a day. Tomorrow I tell the story. It's going to be an interesting story tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to... The story, I don't want to drag this story now. This story is too long. And you know, I don't want to rush it. I actually came out for this story. Somebody asked me, who is my God? Well, it depends on your own concept of God. It depends. What your idea of God. I don't know your own idea of God. Your own idea of God might not be my own idea of God. You know, depending, you know. So we don't need to, we are not discussing religion, because if we go there now, it will take us too much time. You got it? It will take us. My brother Tony is, my brother Tony wants me to drop this in. Yes, I do believe in a supreme creator. I do believe that there is a supreme, there are forces in this world. There are strong forces. Yes, there is. But nobody, what was written in the Bible and in the Quran and all these things, they were all written by humans. Spirits cannot write a book. The people that wrote the Bible, wrote this thing, they wrote, that's their own concepts of God, their own idea of a supreme being they put into book, and people read it. There is nobody, if they tell you the Bible or the Quran was written through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, anybody can write a book through inspiration. Musicians even write their music through inspiration of, everybody is inspired by whatever. You got it. We are all inspired, one way or the other. Before I go online, I'm also inspired. Do you understand me? I'm also inspired. The guy on TikTok said, so I believe something created me. Let me tell you, I was not created. I was born. Learn it from me now. I was not created. I created this page. I did not born this page. Do you understand me? I was not, you were not created, you were born. You understand me? That is why, if you look at your passport, and when they want to ask you a question, listen to me, when they ask you, what do people ask you? Where were you born? If you go to your passport, if you go to your international passport, what was written in your international passport? Place of birth, not place of creation. Listen to me. What was written in your international passport? It was written place of birth, not place of creation. Do you understand? You were born, not created. Who born you? Your mother gave birth to you. Your mother did not create you. Have you heard anybody say your mother did not create you? Your father did not create you. You were born. Even in the Bible, when they said Jesus was born. in Bethlehem, not created in Bethlehem. Make una dey use una sense now. Think with your brain. Even Jesus, they said Jesus was born in Bethlehem. He was not that he was created in Bethlehem. When people coin a word and teach you, you don't even ask, you collect it, you accept it, you don't even question things. How did they create me? Was I manufactured in any way? You understand me? How can you tell me that to create something is like to manufacture a thing? Were you manufactured? Are you an object? Are you a material that you were manufactured? So guys, well, ask people, where were you born? Where were you born? Not where were you created? I was not created. Man, if we want, tomorrow we may talk about religion. The guy has changed another comment. He said I was right, that my mother and father did not create me. I was born. But God created. Well, we don't need to go into that. Well, maybe tomorrow we are going to discuss it. I cannot spend the whole day talking. You see, religion was created by men to control men, humans. God did not create religion. God is not religious. And the people that created religion, their own concept of God, is not our own concept of God. Every race, every tribe has their own God and has a name for their God. What happened was some people used force, power, and whatever to force others to accept their religion. So, we don't need to go into that. We don't need to go into that. God has no religion. God has no religion. Humans created religion. Be wise. So, even religion is a political tool, if you don't know. See, let me tell you, before I end this broadcast, let me tell you one thing. I was in Cairo. If you go to Cairo, you go to their temples, you see you see pharaohs. They preserved the bodies of they preserved the bodies of ancient Egyptians. Listen to me very well. They call it mummies. You go there, you see people that died thousands of years ago. They are still preserved. That is why you see people go for tourism in Cairo. Now, let me tell you, if there was heaven, if heaven exists, how come the bodies of these people, the deceased Egyptians, are still there? Which form do humans use to go to that heaven or hell? If you listen to me attentively now. If you have any member of your family or any friend who died some time ago, if you go to that grave, if you open that grave, you will see the remains of that person. How do I mean? The remains of that person, I mean the bones of that person, the skull of that person. Then how did the person ascend to heaven or hell? Which form did the person use to go to when the bone is still lying in the grave? So, spirits don't have physical form. Spirits, they have no physical form. You cannot hold it. You cannot see it. How then did humans went to hell or to heaven? You see, there are so many things you don't have an answer to. And at this age, don't just believe what you cannot prove. They told you about heaven and hell that you cannot prove. How did, archaeologists discover that human beings have been here on earth for thousands of millions of years? They dug out the bones of early humans in Africa. The bones of early humans, where their bones are still there. How then did they go to heaven? How? Which heaven? Where is the heaven? They dug the bones of early humans. You go to your mother's grave, the bones are still there. Go to your father's grave, the bones are still there. I would have even taken you back to the Bible or to some religious books. Stories there. So how? So how do humans then go to that heaven? Spirits go to heaven. Air goes to heaven. Wake up. The body, when a human dies, when a human being dies, the body, the physical body, decays, decomposes, and turns to dust. Turns to dust. When you go to the grave, what you will meet after 1,000 years, one thing that doesn't, get rotten is the skull. The human skull. And the bone may even rotten, but the skull doesn't rotten. The skull, the human skull, if you go there, you meet it in 5,000 years. If you go there, you meet it in 5,000 years. So that's it. Somebody asked me if I don't have a wife. What's your business if I have a wife or not? Do you want to give me a wife? Why are you asking me? You be a me, boy. Why are you asking me if I don't have a wife? So if I don't have a wife, do you want to give me a wife? You want to give me a wife? Do you have any woman for me to marry? And can that woman carry my financial burden? Can the woman solve my problem? Give me accommodation, give me work, solve my money problem. So your concern is if I have a wife or not. You understand me? You came here, what your concern is if I don't have a wife. Is he a woman? So he's a woman, they fancy me. Okay. Okay. Very good evening to you. So guys, well, many stories there. I've got many stories for you guys, to be honest. But man, I cannot sit long. I had an operation. I'm gonna, this month, I'm gonna go control. I'm gonna go for control again, So I cannot sit for a very long time. So tomorrow I'm gonna go live once again and tell you guys stories. You say if I'm asylum. Okay, so these gray bears, so these bears don't tell you anything. These bears, it's not telling you nothing. These bears don't tell you nothing. Well, guys, let me end this broadcast here. Tijan, I'm doing good. I'm okay. I'm doing good. Yes. So guys, I want to say, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow this page. Well, guys, I want to bring this broadcast to an end. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live again to tell you more interesting stories and so on and so forth. So take care of yourselves, stay safe, don't make problem. If possible, be at peace with all men. Okay? And don't give up in pursuit of your goals in life. Don't give up in pursuit of your goals in life. Don't. NK for life, I see you, my sister. I see you big time. Don't give up in pursuit of your goals. So, majestically manner, I don't know you are here. I thought so you are somewhere watching the whole this thing. Well, guys, I want to say good night. Take care of yourselves. Tomorrow is another day. So tomorrow, okay, my sister, you can rewatch it on my YouTube channel. Michael, good night to you. So if you just joined, you can rewatch it on my YouTube channel at Uncle RODDY. So, Canary King, good night to you. Brooks, good night to you. So, where are my people on YouTube? I cannot read, man. Truly, I need reading glasses, but I don't want it. You know, I don't want to use reading glasses. I want to use my natural eyes. So take care of yourself. See you tomorrow. Good night. And don't drink too much.